So I'm back for another Friday night cocktail. It's been a minute. It's probably been like 4 months. I'll look it up and add it to the story later. But I wanted to come back and start making cocktails again. I did dry January, so this will be the first drink I've had since New Year's Eve, about 1:30 in the morning. So I did try a little bit earlier of my taster one I made, but so tonight I'm making a Singapore Sling, which I thought mostly just has a fun name and it looks pretty in the picture. So I thought that looks like something fun to make. I got to go out and buy some new things for it. And I was thinking, oh, I've had this drink before. I know I've gotten this as a fancy cocktail somewhere. And then I got to thinking, no, I've just had this kind of Singapore Sling. You know, these little cocktail gift sets people get you. I got it in a Christmas exchange. And you just add this with like, I don't know, a shot of gin or whatever. And they usually taste like trash. No offense, if anybody has gotten me this, I'm not throwing it as a bad gift, but they just don't taste very fresh. So I'm gonna make one from scratch tonight. So a little bit of history on it. The drink's been around since, I got different dates, but like 1915-ish. There's been a longer drink called a gin sling or a sling that's been around, forever. But this one is a spin that was made in Singapore by a bartender. So that's what I'm gonna be making tonight. So I have a cocktail shaker full of ice, and I've got some Hendrick's gin here. I'm gonna do 1 3/4 shot of the Hendrick's. I did the wrong measurement there, so I'm good now though. I just had to figure out what I did. A little heavy on the gin probably. All right, and then I'm gonna do 3/4 ounce of cherry brandy. Now, I have never purchased cherry brandy before, and this is the only kind my liquor store had. And it was like $28 for this bottle, so it's supposedly fresh and it's made in Oregon at a distillery. So it's interesting though. So I'm gonna do 3/4 ounce of this. Usually I feel like brandies are dark, but this one's clear, so it's not gonna be as reddish brown color. And then I'm gonna do, not that, I'm gonna do 3/4 ounce of lemon juice, not fresh. This is just from a bottle. And then I'm gonna put in some grenadine. I've got 1 teaspoon of grenadine, which is just kind of a tart, sweet, sugary stuff to put in. Everybody's seen grenadine before. It doesn't really do a lot for me on its own, but it's different. And I'm also gonna put in 2 teaspoons of the juice from maraschino cherries. This drink just wasn't sweet enough for what I wanted for my first drink back, so I decided to add in some extra sweetness and color. Okay, I think I've got everything in now. So I've been really excited and prepping for this today. There's a huge mess in the kitchen, so I'm trying to get this ready, and I was tasting different recipes. Dave, my co-pilot here, photographer or whatever, cinematographer? I don't know what you call it. Anyways, he was helping me kind of change the recipe up a little bit. So you definitely want to give this a really good shake until your shaker starts to get frosty on the side. Now, the kind of glass, a couple things I noticed when I was researching is one thing I read on Wikipedia is there's no 2 recipes of this that are the same. And I looked, and that's absolutely true. Everything I saw was totally different. So that's why I wanted to kind of go to the kitchen and kind of figure out what I wanted to do. So I saw recipes where you don't pour it over ice and some where you do. So I'm pouring it over like just crushed up ice. I just crushed it up in a bag. So I'm going to strain over this. Got a nice pink color to it. And then I'm just gonna top it with club soda. It's a pretty strong drink, so you definitely wanna use the club soda to tone it down a little bit. Okay. And you can always do that to taste as well. So I am going to stir it up a little bit with a straw. Got my nice pink and white straw here. And I've got some maraschino cherries for garnish. And I was trying to do some fun looking lime peel. So I'm gonna put those on the side there. Just gives it a little extra presentation. There's no lime in the drink, but it looks pretty. So first drink back. I hope you guys try it out. Let me see how it is. It's really good. It's really strong. I'm gonna have to go easy on this. I don't have quite the tolerance I used to, but it's got a nice sweet but not too sweet taste. You can definitely taste the cherry brandy, which kind of has like a taste of like a sweet vermouth, I think, which is not flattering, but I think it does add an interesting mix to it. I think it goes really well with the gin and the lemon juice. So Singapore Sling, welcome back to Just the Mix Cocktails. I'll be back next week with another cocktail. Have a good weekend.